Mic check. Should I? Good morning, virtual callers. If there is anyone who would like to make public comment, multiple item comment, or single item comment today, please raise your hand so I can write down your name. Thank you. Good morning, Gigi. What would you like to speak on today? Please unmute yourself.
Um, general,
General?
yeah,
Okay,
my
thank you.
audio is weird. I'll fix it.
There's a lot of colors. Good morning, Merjam. Do you have public comment, general item comment, or single item comment today?
Just a public comment, please.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know what TJ does.
Good morning, Laura FM. What item would you like to speak on today, or if you have public item comment?
Hi, good morning, board. All agenda items, please, and general public comment.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. So we're going to get started. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Public Works for Friday, March 20th, 2026. Ms. Reyes, please take roll and establish quorum.
Yes, we'll begin with you, President Kang, Vice President Chavez, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Mitchell, Commissioner Cardenas, and we are joined today by Thomas Costello Vega, and I am Sandy Reyes, facilitating. We have quorum.
Thank you very much. So before we take general public comment, we first want to go to our special presentation this morning of recognizing our motor sweeper operator graduation presentation. So I want to ask our Bureau Rep to come to our podium. And to start this presentation, we do have a full house this morning where we have our distinguished graduates that we want to recognize and uplift all of you this morning. So I know I see our director from BSS, but if anybody wants to kick us off, would appreciate it. All right, we have.
Well, since somebody volunteered, good morning. Keith Mosaic, General Manager, Bureau of Street Services, Council President, Commissioners. Again, good morning, and thank you for having us this morning for the Street Maintenance Technology Program. I'll just say this, in 1985, the Motor Sweeper course was developed through a partnership with Los Angeles School District. It's a hands-on course that trains students on the operation and maintenance of a street sweeper. Since students actually operate the street sweeper, only students with a valid commercial Class A or B license are able to register for the course. Upon completion and passing this course with a minimum grade of C, these students are considered certified motor sweeper operators. Successfully completing the street sweeper course makes a student eligible to apply for the position of motor sweeper operator, improving their chances of upward mobility. I'm proud to say that the graduates you see here today have the training and potential to become future motor sweeper operators. And again, this is one of our more popular programs in our Superman's Technology program, where we teach our staff, employees about their vocation and what they do, asphalt, concrete, and of course, motor sweeping. And again, you can go from a maintenance laborer to a motor sweeper operator. These are good middle income jobs that you could raise your family on. And so this also, with their upward mobility, they can promote to supervisor, superintendent, and so forth. And I'll say this, I'm a graduate of the motor sweeper operator course from a long time ago when we had horses. So, but with that being said, I'll bring Craig Shaw, who actually runs the motor sweeper operator program.
Thank you, Mr. Mosaic. Hi, I'm Craig Shaw. I actually run the division that handles our motor sweeper operators. And as Keith Mosaic brought out, is the importance and significance of this program. Keep in mind, this is probably the one piece of equipment that almost every Angelino will see at some point in their lifetime, because every city streets get swept. So that's over 14,000 curb miles of streets each year being swept, removing thousands and thousands of tons of debris from our city streets. The students here truly need to be recognized and honored because of the commitment, dedication that it takes to do this program. As Mr. Mosaic mentioned, that most of our leadership has gone through this program, and I'm included, class of 1998. I know I'm looking really old now, right? But each one of us have gone to it because it's the foundation of our entire bureau. What we like to do at this time, though, is recognize those participants of this particular graduating class. So do we have the certificates? Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay. At this time, we'd like to acknowledge and recognize Emily Bond.
I have to say something. Emily is one of my students in my street management technology program. Emily is a LADOT and park enforcement sergeant.
Yes, I am.
All right. And I just want to acknowledge that basically she's been taking my courses, and she also teach a class on upward mobility, career development, things like that she was a participant of. And she, I don't know if you want to say a few words about just the class in general or just motor sweeper. So.
Good morning, all. It was a pleasure taking the class, very interesting, very challenging. I was the only female in the class, but everybody welcomed me with open arms, and it was a great class, and it's a lot of safety that you have to be aware of, because this class, you have to be aware of your surroundings so you can hurt someone. It is challenging, like I said, but I'm looking forward to hopefully going to street services one day. That's pretty much it. Thank you.
And next up, Gerard Carroll.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I just wanted to thank the city for the opportunity. Just want to thank the city for the opportunity to. I just got on not even 3 years ago, so for me to have this opportunity to go and try to improve my life and everything, I appreciate it. So that's it. Thank you.
And next, Jose Corona. Okay. There's two Jose. Okay, let me mention the middle name. Jose Roberto Corona? No, not yet. Okay. Jamal Davis.
All right, I would just like to say this was a wonderful class. And on the final, out of 350 questions, I only missed 3.
And next up, we have Robert Douglas.
Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to say this was an awesome class. It was an awesome experience. I'm definitely nervous. I've never done public speaking before, but yeah, just a quick testimony. I got on the list. I was on the list for 3 years or whatnot, and I emailed Martina, and she let me know that I didn't make the list this year. So I was kind of bummed out about that, but she also gave me a little hope, letting me know that it's a possibility I might get in. So I kept that little hope striving, and I did get in. So just a long story short, quick testimony. Following up towards the final, Navarro, he let us know that the class will be split into 2 groups, and he'll have 2 keys to the motor sweeper. Whoever got the highest score will get a key, and I got a key. So to my fellow coworkers and classmates, we put on a cape every day. We like superheroes, when we put on our vests and our lace up our boots. So providing the service, hitting that PTO, dropping our brooms, it's, you can't beat that. So let's keep it going.
And to our next superhero, Jose Escada. Mario Wandika.
Thank you. Just want to say thank you for the city for offering these classes. Really, really cool. I learned a lot. I also want to thank the prompters. I really appreciate all the insight you guys gave us. Martina as well for coordinating. Huge thank you. I appreciate it. Overall, thank you. It was really cool experience and hope to get this position soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Joel Ledesma.
Thank you, sir. I just want to take this minute to thank all the instructors, all the students made us better. The class itself is better knowledgeable. It taught us a lot about safety, priority safety, and just working as a team, and just brought something out of us that we know we had it. We just needed a push to get it all out. I want to thank you guys for all that. Thank you.
Luis Murillo.
Morning, guys. Good morning. I just want to thank Keith, teachers and everybody, my fiance and my parents for helping me out every weekend, like helping me out with my kids to go to class. This is very important to me, moving up in the city. And then, I appreciate everything. Thank you, guys.
Omar Ortiz.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say thank you for the program, for the motor sweeper, also as well as the instructors, the teacher, and Keith and Craig Shaw for giving us the opportunity to teach us better skills and better understanding how to use the motor sweeper. It's a heavy equipment, so it's not easy to operate, but with this course that we've taken, it gives us a better idea how to use it and how to be productive on the working zone area. So thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
And next up, we have Fernando Palacios Jr.
Hello, I just want to thank this whole class, everyone that set up the class, my instructors, all my teammates. You know, I really appreciate this opportunity, and I hope I make it far in my career with this journey. Thank you, everyone.
And next up, Francisco Perez.
Yeah, just good morning. I just want to give thanks to the City of Los Angeles, our wonderful instructors for teaching us how to operate the street sweepers. I also want to give thanks to my family and our classmates to being here and providing us support. Thank you.
Next up, we have Damian Rivera.
Appreciate it. I'd just like to thank all the instructors and more importantly, my classmates, because I feel like we studied a lot more together than we did with the instructors. And that's where I feel like I learned the most. Thank you.
Now we have Ernesto Sepulveda.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to thank everybody that made this class happen. It was a good opportunity, and hopefully this is the beginning of my career with the City of LA. Thank you, guys.
Matthew Eric Vega. Okay. Anthony Jason Williams.
Thank you very much. I just want to say thank you to the city for this opportunity. Thank you to our instructors for helping us. Thanks to all our classmates because we all worked and learned from each other. And like my man, I was on the list for a very long time. I've only been with the city 3 years, hoping to be here another 30 and just make it a career. And this will help do that. So thank you, and thank you, everybody.
And last but certainly not least, Ms. Trinidad Larrazábal. Okay. He's not here. Okay. So he might be here. Okay.
While we wait for him, I just want to bring Martina Ruiz up. She's a coordinator for the Street Maintenance Technology Program, and she works very hard with the students and makes sure they get to class, get registered, and does all the hard work behind the scenes. So I just want to thank you for all your hard work. So thank you. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, all right. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Give him a handshake.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Appreciate
All right. And then I want to bring the instructors up. If you guys want to, come on, come on, come on, don't be shy. We have Langston Phillips, Danny Cordova, Letitia Garnica, I don't see her, Steve Jacobellis, Latrice Lewis, and Langston Phillips. These are our instructors that basically instill and pass down institutional knowledge to our motor sweeper students, and basically teach them these valuable skills, again, on safety and how to operate these $450,000, $500,000, I'd even say upwards of almost $600,000 machines on a daily basis. And through this program, we're able to reduce accidents through your direct training. And so I want to appreciate and acknowledge you guys for the hard work that you guys do every weekend to this extra commitment on top of what their normal duties are. They're street maintenance supervisors, and they go the extra mile coming in on the weekend to basically do these training courses. So thank you all. So. And lastly, I just acknowledge the families. This is a commitment for the Street Management Technology program of families that basically allow their, significant others to go to training for 16 plus weeks at a time. And they have to listen to them, I'm sure, during the week and on the weekends on taking their tests and practicing. I'm sure they've used you guys a lot for practice over these, several months. So it's a good thing. So they give you a good positive feedback. So thank you for helping, train our, your significant others, families, and things like that, and helping the Bureau of Street Services. So thank you very much. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Wanted to provide an opportunity for our commissioners to provide some remarks to all of you. So why don't we have President Pro Tem Grant kick us off.
Congratulations to the families and to the instructors for being so successful. Today's about visibility and literacy, that street cleaners are often invisible. When they walk, when residents of LA walk in the streets, they don't think about who cleaned it. But today is about your visibility, is about recognizing your craft, your judgment, and your skill, and also about literacy in the sense that you now know how to read streets, how to navigate them, how to make judgments about when to turn and how to move on them. And that's a special skill. And congratulations to you and good luck in the future.
Thank you very much. We'll move on to Commissioner Cardenas.
Thank you. Well, congratulations to you all. I wrote a couple notes, and one of them was, excuse me, one of them was fellowship. That's what I saw here. Just the team got together and they became, not everybody used the word classmates. They used the word teammates, which shows another component of how the group coagulated together and learned from each other. That was another term that was used, is that not only you learn from the instructors, but you learn from each other as well. So congratulations on this next step in your journey. Again, congratulations to the families for supporting them. I mean, coming in on the weekends. Who puts together a 300+ question exam? That's crazy. But congratulations on passing that 300+ question exam, and good luck with your future.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Mitchell.
That's more questions there than there are on the California State Bar, at least when I took it years ago. Congratulations to each of the graduates and to your families. I think it was very nice to have a few junior operators or future operators out here in the audience today. When we think of public works, I often say it's one of those things that nobody knows what you do until they sense that they need your services, and street sweeping is one of those key functions that we perform in the city. And looking at the footage from the recent LA Marathon and seeing that cleanup operation was kind of substantial. So I'm very impressive. So what can we say? This is the start of something big, and I know you're going to do wonderful work, and you can sit back here and look at some of these, the leadership that started at the very foundation of what Street Services does. And so thank you so much for your work, dedication, and good luck to you.
Thank you very much. Vice President Chavez.
Well, today we celebrate a group of men and women who've taken an important step, both in your career and also in this city in one of the most visible and vital ways possible, which is keeping our streets clean. And this is good, honest, meaningful work, and it's the kind of work that holds a city together because the residents of the city rely on it, whether they realize it or not. And every block that you sweep, every curb that you pass, and every neighborhood you go through, it's helping preserve the vitality of these neighborhoods. And for that, we're deeply grateful. And that you answered this call and saw it through to the end, which is no small feat, and you should be extremely proud of yourselves. You've opened a door to a very rewarding career and a public service call, and we look forward to seeing where it takes you. And congratulations.
So thank you and congratulations to all the graduates. And I also especially want to commend our instructors. I think you have amazing instructors that are very passionate about the role that you're about to undertake. And I'm sure they'll serve as a role model and mentor for your future as well. So one more?
Last thing.
Sure.
This is from the retired instructor Abraham Navarro. Although he's not in attendance today, he sends his congratulatory message. Please convey my most heartfelt congratulations to each of the graduates for their perseverance and dedication. I wish each one of them success in their city careers. And that's from Abraham Navarro.
All right. So with that, we'll take a brief recess, the time 10:23 a.m. to take photos. We'll go to the courtyard since it's much more spacious. So follow us out the door to your right, and then we'll take some pictures outside. Thank you very much. Ms. Reyes, if you can reestablish quorum for us.
Yes, President Kang, Vice President Chavez, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Mitchell, Commissioner Cardenas, and we have Thomas Costello Vega joining us from City Attorney's Office, and I am Sandy Reyes.
Thank you very much. So good morning again, everybody. We did a nice presentation of our graduates for our motor sweeper operation. Now we will get started with general public comment, which is an opportunity for the public to address the board on public interest items, and will be provided up to 1 minute per person, up to a cumulative total of 10 minutes for the general public comment segment of each regular meeting. Testimony shall be limited in content to subject matters which are within the jurisdiction of the Board of Public Works. The board may not take any action on any matters discussed during the public comment period. We do not have any in-person speakers, so we'll transition to our virtual platform.
We have six for general public comment, and we have 3 for multiple item comment. We'll begin with Jennifer. Jennifer, you will have 1 minute for public comment. Please unmute yourself.
Good morning, board members. I'm again calling, asking you to change the name of L. Ron Hubbard Way back to North Berendo Street. L. Ron Hubbard lied about his military career, was involved in Operation Snow White, a systematic program of espionage against the United States government, and was convicted of fraud by the country of France. Even his son, L. Ron Hubbard Jr., was so ashamed of him that he changed his name to Robert DeWolf. This man does not deserve the honor of having a street named after him. I ask you to please consider that. Thank you. I yield back my time.
Thank you. Next, we have Audit LA.
Yes, good morning. I want to talk about on Sunday, this coming Sunday at 12 noon, they are going to be having an event at Celebrity Center, which is a recruitment to, because now they're doing a new Golden Age event, and it's basically, from what I understand, to recruit children and families. We have brought enough people, enough children who are, raised up in this to tell you how abusive this is, this cult is, and that we are asking, I'm thankful, I don't see any permits for it from you, so I'm grateful for that, but I'm asking you to stay on guard that this is their new thing coming, and we are standing against it. We have given you a book from a child raising it. You have speakers, I believe 2 of them are going to be here today to speak to you about, their, challenges growing up in this cult and the abuses. And also you can watch Leah Remini's The Aftermath. I'm going through that series again. It is so informative, and you could really get a lot of information.
Thank you,
especially
Audit. That's
one, season 2, episode 1.
That's time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have Georgina. Georgina, please unmute yourself.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just appalled that we would have a street named after someone like L. Ron Hubbard. He spent nearly the last 30 years of his life trying to escape justice. He was a fugitive. He had to escape to the high seas to escape the federal government, and yet we have a street named after him. Why is he being given an honorific such as that? We don't have other religious leaders that have streets named after them. I don't understand why he gets such an honor. It's an esteemed honor to be given a street named after you in our city, and I think it's ridiculous. It needs to be halted. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Georgina. Next, we have Gigi. Gigi, go ahead and unmute yourself, please.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, can you speak up a little louder, please?
Yes, can you hear me better?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm wondering how many times you have to hear people that have been in Scientology tell you over and over what they have experienced. Nora calls in and tells you that she helped lay the bricks Well, she was part of the RPF, I think, which is like, you've heard about that. I'm not going to waste time on that. But like you've heard Tori. Tori has called in and told you about how she was really behind the name change. She did a lot to get the name change. She told you the fraud that was involved in the name change. And she's telling you that it should go back to North Berendo. You had the one that you read the books, okay? Jesse Mustard. He called in 3-4 times, I think. You have Laura, she calls in every time. She shows up all the time. She tells you everything. And you guys keep hearing it, but you aren't doing anything. Change it back to North
Thank you, Gigi.
Berendo.
That's time. Thank you. Next, we have Merjam. Merjam, you will have 1 minute. Please unmute yourself.
Scientology operates one of its global headquarters in Los Angeles. Over the years, there have been repeated allegations of human trafficking, forced labor, abuse of children, abuse of the elderly, and coercive confinement inside Scientology's facilities in the city. These allegations have been reported by former members, journalists, and even investigated by civil lawsuits. In the coming weekend, Scientology is arranging birthday events for the scammer we know as L. Ron Hubbard. Now they are starting to recruit young children again. Can we do something about stopping this now? It's year 2026. This should not be the way it's going at this point in the world. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Laura FM.
We don't listen to Laura.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I think I'm hearing somebody else on the line as well. I want to echo what everybody was just saying about Scientology and the abuses of the permits, and that we've been calling in continuously asking for you guys to stop giving them any kind of permits whatsoever, since we have proven to you, specifically with our own individual stories like myself, who have been born and raised in this suffocating, abusive, family destroying, manipulative cult. And there's no other way to put it other than you guys are supporting that by allowing any sort of permits, any sort of street closures, any sort of sidewalk closures, including the Shrine Auditorium that they are going to try to get this year like they do every year. They can have their event at Shrine Auditorium. They are not allowed to shut down the roads and sidewalks around a busy school during sports and school events. Like, stop allowing this. Stop allowing it. And please make it an option to revoke Scientology's L. Ron Hubbard permit. Revoke it back to North Berendo Street. This is a disgusting abuse
you, Laura.
of people
That's
who have
time.
been raised in this cult.
President Kang, we have more speakers for public item comment for.
Yes, please.
Yes, okay. Eric, Noreen, would you like to speak on public comment?
Yes, my name is Eric Noreen. I am a Bureau of Engineering employee and also executive board member for SEIU Local 721. I would like to speak regarding the return to office proposal and a recent email response to my members that was submitted by Steve Kang, President. President Kang, in your response, you stated that the Board of Public Works is exploring the potential for increasing working days, return to office. That's not the way that the managers are handing this down. The managers are saying this is being implemented. It's happening. And by the way, like it's as far as the proposal for eliminating telecommuting, that's out of the bag at this point. It's already been released by management. That's what the direction that the executive teams received. That 5 days return to work is going to be implemented January 1st, 2027. That is like, again, this is an issue of substantial change to working conditions. You say that you want to coordinate with labor. A formal request has been submitted to the board for meet and confer. You are obligated legally
Thank you.
in the
That's
contract.
time, Eric. Thank you.
Meet and confer.
Gabriel Angulo, would you like to speak on public comment? Gabriel, please unmute yourself.
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Gabriel.
Oh, thank you. Good morning, commissioners. I would like to express my support for maintaining a balanced telecommuting policy for city employees. The current hybrid schedule has worked for many years while city services have continued to function effectively. Maintaining a flexibility helps employees avoid long daily commutes, which for many employees could be over 3 hours of commuting a day. Reducing this commuting time can help employees remain more productive, focused, and less fatigued. A balanced telecommuting policy can also support employee retention and help the city remain competitive in recruiting skilled workers while continuing to deliver quality services to residents. I respectfully encourage the board to consider maintaining the current approach that has been working well for both employees and the city. Thank you for your time and consideration, and enjoy your weekends. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have MCKU. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. My name is Michael Koo. I'm with the Oakland Valley Sanitation and Environment. I'm here to state requesting the board to not increase the required days in the office for City of LA employees. Studies such as Trakaki 2020, Athanasios et al. 2025, and Ganjendran and AIR 2025 have all shown the telecommuting benefits have benefits for all demographics employees, increase workplace efficiency, help manage labor costs, and does not influence counterproductive work behaviors. Furthermore, a 2022 study from UCLA funded by the City of LA's Personnel Department found that where available, telecommuting would benefit employees that were LGBTQ+, transgender, millennial, caregivers for children and other adults, and those who earn under $100,000. Please, thank you for your consideration. I yield back my time. Thank you.
Thank you. And next we have caller ending in 880. Please go ahead and unmute yourself.
I'm going to continue on the thread of revoking the name L. Ron Hubbard Way back to North Berendo Street. We recently had a male arrested this week by the name of Joseph Duggar. He's part of a cult called the Institute for Basic Life Principles, headed by Bill Gothard, who is known for pedophilia. He reminds me of L. Ron Hubbard Way, the name L. Ron Hubbard, because L. Ron Hubbard promoted that in his book Dianetics, the pedophilia kissing a 7-year-old child. Well, Bill Gothard is a pedo as well. He's taught his flock to molest children. So Joseph Duggar is the second of the Duggar family to get arrested for this. So would you name a street Bill Gothard Way? It's disgusting, absolutely disgusting that you continue this. Shame on you. Bye.
President Kang, that concludes public item comment.
Thank you very much. With that, we will close general public comment portion of today's meeting and move forward with multiple agenda item public comment. The board will provide an opportunity for members of the public wishing to speak on more than one agenda item during multiple agenda item comment period for up to a minute per item, up to a total of 3 minutes per meeting. This is the only time to speak on more than one agenda item, and please identify the items that you will speak on when you are called. We do not have any in-person speakers, so we'll transition to our virtual callers for multiple item public comment. And callers, please identify the items, including the agenda and the minutes that you would like to speak on. And then Ms. Reyes, you can get started with our virtual callers.
We'll start with Audit LA. Audit, you can go ahead and unmute yourself, and please let us know what items you're speaking on.
Good morning again, and I'm sorry that I called you Devin. I want to congratulate the graduates. I appreciate that you have these programs to help, advance the careers and the knowledge, and that you are going to be sending people for education and school so they can have the best ability to, be the best employee that they can be for this city to serve its citizens. Kind of reminded and saddened that, on Fridays, they also do the graduation ceremonies like this at Scientology. And but sadly, what they're doing is not benefiting the city, not benefiting the people. It's actually creating a lot of harm. And so I am saddened by that. I want to talk about the minutes. I wish I could go back and just easily scroll through the minutes and see how many times we brought up the North Brendo Street and the abuses, because now in the news, right, we have where a person comes up and talk, about and Cesar Chavez, and immediately Cesar Chavez Day is ended, and I have a feeling that that street is going to be renamed very shortly, and again, that is, why are we not getting any advancement with L. Ron Hubbard Way? I get it in the sense that you're saying, well, it's their thing. They did this. It was a long time ago. But we're bringing up a lot of evidence, a tremendous amount, and we can bring up so much more, evidence of why this person does not deserve to have a street named after him. And if Cesar Chavez does not deserve to have a street named after him either, I hope then you change both streets, but not show favoritism because you're saying one is a religion. Just because it's a religion, I mean, Christianity is a religion, right? But you don't have a Jesus Christ way. Okay, you don't have any of that. So it's not being unfair to a religion, if you want to call it that. It's somebody with a religious status, but even L. Ron Hubbard basically said it's not a religion. But the next one I want to go to is the bids. I want to just remind you that human labor trafficking still exists, sadly, in our own city. And we have so much documented proof of that. Okay, I have a lot of videos showing people with R1 visas or also ministerial stipends there, but they're not doing ministerial work. They're doing hard labor. They're doing fundraising and sales. And I have so much evidence of that, but yet it continues. So please be aware of that. The next one is for the neighborhood councils. I just feel like the neighborhood councils are not being invited enough. They don't get enough say because they don't know really what's going on with these things. Okay, like with the event Sunday at Celebrity Center, their local neighborhood council, they want to know about that.
Thank you.
Even though, from.
Next, we have Georgina. Georgina, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I want to just speak on the minutes actually, so I'll only need a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to speak on the minutes. The fact that we can't easily research the things that have been brought up, the reports that have been made, because it's not included in the minutes is terrible. It needs to be addressed. You need to include these voices, these public witnesses that are coming forth and pleading with you to do better. We don't have a Joseph Smith way for the Mormons. Why do we have a L. Ron Hubbard way for Scientology? Your YouTube channel has every video titled the exact same thing. Thousands of videos, all with the exact same title. Please put the date in the title at very least. Thank you. I yield back my time.
Thank you. Next, we have Laura FM. Laura, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I unmuted from a different way. Okay, so yes, I would like to back up as well what Audit LA was saying and Georgina and Jennifer and all these people that are calling in on the minutes and reflecting that. It's a super important issue and we keep calling in and we tell you, we're transparent. We tell you as ex-Scientology children that we're suffering in this fucking cult for so many years, our whole lives, that to please reflect this on the minutes because this is a huge legal issue to show how much pushback Scientology has over public works, how much effort you guys have to put in and how much times you have to say no to their fake manipulative recruitment tactic of using public work permits to close down sidewalks and streets. This is literally like telling a gang to stop using the city's money and city's programs to infiltrate and use up all the taxpayers' money. Why are we not doing that with Scientology? And why are you not reflecting this on the minutes? We've had Audit LA offer to do the minutes herself so that everybody calling in can show and have a quick
Thank you,
sentence
that's
that
time.
says,
President Kang, we have one more person with their hand raised.
Yes, please.
Caller ending in 880, please unmute yourself.
No, I'm not giving general pub. I'm sorry. I'm still showing. Okay, it's over.
Okay, thank you. Those are all the callers for today.
Thank you very much. With that, we will close the multiple item public comment portion of today's meeting and move forward with the approval of minutes for Monday, March 9th, 2026. Commissioners, any questions or comments? Seeing none, is there a first and a second?
So move.
Second.
First by President Pro Tem Grant, seconded by Commissioner Cardenas.
We'll do a roll call for the closing of minutes. President Kang,
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
Okay, and we have closing for agenda items.
Thank you very much. We will now move to our opening of our bids for item number 1, Valley Plaza Park North Stormwater Capture Project.
Okay, thank you, Matthew. How many bids do we have?
7 for the first one.
Okay. Huh. Okay, thank you, Matthew. Devin Zatorsky with Board of Public Works, opening and reading the bids on behalf of the board.
Sorry, 7 bids.
We have 7
Oh,
bids.
there's 7, yeah. The last one there on that list is not included.
We received 7 bids for the Valley Plaza Park North Stormwater Capture Project. Our first bid comes from Environmental Construction Incorporated for a total bid amount of $47 million, $47,064,807. That's 470,64807. The next bidder is Ford EC Incorporated for a total bid amount of $34,573,500. That's 34573,500. Our next bidder, Los Angeles Engineering Incorporated, for a total bid amount of $32,599,000, 32599,000. Our next bidder is OHLA USA Incorporated, OHLA USA Incorporated, for a total bid amount of $37,960,800. That's 379,60800. Our next bidder is Reyes Construction Incorporated for a total bid amount of $36,859,400. That's 36859,400. And our next bidder, final bidder? Oh, what more? 2 more, okay. Our next bidder is Stacy and Whitbeck Incorporated for a total bid amount of $38,240,000, 38240,000. Okay, thank you. And our final bid, Toro Enterprises Incorporated for a total bid amount of $31,899,625, 31899,625. And those are all our bids, President King.
Thank you very much. With that, I'll move to accept these bids. Is there a second? Seconded by Commissioner Mitchell.
Great. Great. Oh, sorry. We'll take the roll call, starting with you, President King.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. And Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
Great. Okay. I'm going to hand the mic back over to Sandy, who's going to facilitate the rest of the meeting.
No, we have another
Oh, we have
one.
2 bids.
Thank you very much. Moving on to number 2, opening of our bids for Vermont Avenue East Primary Sewer Rehabilitation, Florence to 83rd. This is a rebid.
We have two bidders here. Okay. For the Vermont Avenue East Primary Sewer Rehabilitation, for the first bid we received was Spinello Infrastructure West Incorporated for a total bid amount of $10,593,359, $10,593,359. And our second and final bidder is Southwest Pipeline and Trenchless Corporation for a total bid amount of $5,525,606, $5,525,606. Okay, President King, those are our 2 bids.
Thank you very much. I'll move to accept the 2 bids for item number 2. Is there a second? Seconded by Commissioner Mitchell.
Okay, we have a motion by President King, second by Commissioner Mitchell. We'll start the roll call with you, President King.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. And Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
All right, all ayes, the motion is adopted and carries forthwith.
Thank you very much for your assistance. And then Ms. Reyes will get back to as our facilitator. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Moving on to our consent items number 3 through 8. Number 3 through 8. I will move. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by both Commissioner Mitchell and Vice President Chavez.
Thank you. And we will close this consent item, starting with, roll call. President Kang,
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant,
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell, Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
All ayes, and this item moves forthwith.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 9 from the Bureau of Sanitation for TOS S-059 for ACOM Technical Services.
Good morning. Good morning, President King, Vice President Chavez, Commissioners, and Executive Officer. I'd like to start by introducing myself. My name is Kayla Ross, and I'm here with LA Sanitation's on behalf of LA Sanitation's Financial Management Division. And I'm here to present the request for the authority to award a $1.5 million TOS to AECOM Technical Services to support the renegotiation of our Universal Terms Agreement contracts. So to provide a bit of background, the City of Los Angeles currently provides wastewater service, including conveyance, treatment, and disposal of wastewater to various agencies surrounding the city. The city has contracts with all of these agencies and to provide these services, and these contracts are referred to as the Universal Terms Agreement contracts, which are set to expire on June 30th, 2029. These contracts have been in place for nearly 30 years. And they're in need of renewal and renegotiation to continue wastewater services for these agencies. This renegotiation process will give us in sanitation an opportunity to reevaluate the contracts and see if anything needs to be modified to address potential future developments, such as more stringent regulatory requirements in addition of new contract agencies. In addition, this renegotiation process gives us the opportunity to update the current wastewater billing models, which are now outdated and in need of improvement, to enhance the efficiency. We would like to bring in a third-party consultant to conduct a fee study that will ensure that the rates in our new contracts will be future-proof and update the current wastewater billing models. In addition, we believe that bringing in this third-party consultant to perform that work will provide the agencies with added confidence and assurance that the rates established under the new agreements are appropriate, transparent, and unbiased. The consultant for this TOS would provide specialized technical support with the contract renegotiations, focusing on 4 critical tasks. First, they will review the original contract agency billing system. This includes evaluating all the existing agreements, engineering studies, rate models, databases, and the current wastewater billing system, while working closely with city staff to understand our internal rate structure and billing processes. We expect that this process will take about 7 months as they familiarize themselves with the existing system. Second, they will propose recommendations for enhancements to the contract agency rate structure to ensure full cost recovery for the term of the new contracts. This includes identifying any updates needed to reflect current and future costs. They will also provide improvements to the billing practices, such as simplifying our current models. We expect this task to take about 6 months to complete. Third, they will support the negotiations with the agencies by presenting their proposed rate structure during our meetings, assisting with drafting and revising the contract language, and helping to finalize the new contracts. On the earliest timeline, we expect this to be completed within 9 months, but we have allotted over 2 years for this task to provide the agencies with enough time to digest the rate structure and provide comments before signing off on the new contracts. This would mean that LA Sanitation would come to the board for approval of the new contracts as early as June of 2027 and as late as December of 2028. Finally, they will revise or develop new billing models and procedures, provide staff training, and guide the development and integration of the replacement billing system. This would be implemented by June of 2029, before the expiration of the existing contracts. Our selection panel chose AECOM for their proven track record in municipal negotiations. AECOM's proposal fully meets the requirements of the solicitation, as they bring specialized experience working with contract negotiations and completing large-scale rate analyses for municipal agencies such as the City of San Diego and Downriver Utilities in Detroit, Michigan. We appreciate your consideration and will gladly take any questions at this time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, any questions or comments related to item number 9? Vice President Chavez.
Yes, I know that there was only one response to this TOS, even though it was sent to 31 firms. Can you discuss and present to us what the outreach was to understand why the other 30 firms declined or didn't respond, and what that outreach sort of resulted in, what barriers, whether it's the scope, the timeline, the structure of it, what might explain this, and were any process changes considered before proceeding with the single proposal?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I'll speak to the outreach first. We did follow the process of, allowing enough people to outreach. We even considered having a second solicitation meeting to try to solicit more consultants to, place in their interest in this TOS. However, AECOM did provide their kind of specialized confidence in that they could support the scope of this TOS, also within the given budget constraints and timeline. So we did we did do our due diligence in terms of outreach and reaching out to all of the consultants on the on-call list, the 31 consultants. And AECOM was the one firm that did, provide their specialized experience. So, yeah.
And then can you speak to some of the feedback of why there weren't more responses?
Yeah, we did have a couple of firms decline the TOS, stating that they weren't able to have the experience to, that aligned with the scope of work of this TOS. And so, yeah, that's the feedback that we got. It is very specialized work. and it is, kind of within a, I guess, short time frame and budget. So it is a little difficult. I don't know if my counterparts want to speak to that.
Yeah, I mean, we've built up enough time, for the schedule, but given that this is quite complex, given like the scope of not only developing like the fee study, but also, assisting in like looking at, our existing billing models and everything. And, the city of Los Angeles is quite a complex, city in and of itself, and then dealing with these various agencies. I believe the feedback we received is that this was quite complex, but that AECOM having staff with over 30 years of experience for like each staff that is going to be on the team that would be assisting us, they felt confident that they would be able to tackle on like the difficulties in doing the rate study and then doing the supporting the negotiations and also analyzing our like billing models and everything. So I guess this is up their alley, and so they felt confident that they could do it while other firms didn't feel like they could.
Okay. And then I know that this one of the tasks is also replacing of the billing system. Who will own and maintain that system long term? Is that going to be our staff, or are we going to have continued reliance on consultants to do that?
No, it's currently like done in conjunction with like the Board of Public Works. So there's like Board of Public Works systems staff are currently maintaining that system. We have a system that kind of integrates into that, but you may have heard of like Merlin and some of those other systems which are quite old, and so to be able to change some of this stuff may require some like additional integration or like especially when you have something new, right? So our goal in having this consultants to assist us in this transition of if we make some wholesale changes to these contracts, that we can make the effective changes, and so we can slide it really easy into the existing system, or maybe have a separate system that staff will maintain here within sanitation or like in conjunction with a Board of Public Works staff.
Okay, so city staff.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, is there a first and a second?
Second.
First by Commissioner Mitchell, seconded by President Pro Tem Grant.
Thank you, President Kang, and we'll do a roll call. President Kang,
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
Thank you, and this item will move forward forthwith.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Moving on to our last item, number 10, from the Bureau of Street Services, the ordinance of intention related to weed abatement.
Good morning.
And please speak into the mic, please. Thank you very
Can you
much.
hear me now?
Our volume's a little low, so if you don't
Okay,
mind.
can you guys hear me now? Okay, good morning, board president, board member, city attorney. My name is John Minix. I'm representing Bureau of Street Services regarding the 2026 weed abatement ordinance. This ordinance, the ordinance of intention, this ordinance is necessary to ensure that the almost 5,000 privately owned property owners keep their vacant lots clean. And if not, then it gives us the ability to go ahead and take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. And we basically charge it on to their property taxes. So this is a year-long thing. This is the first hearing. There's a few more that goes on. This is a yearly thing. So I'm here to answer any questions. This is not my thing, speaking in front of people, so.
Thank you. Thank you. We welcome all of you here. Commissioners, any questions or comments related to this? Commissioner Gardner.
Yeah, just a question. How many parcels are actually cleaned by the city or are processed through? I understand there's a process for notifying the property owners, and if they don't respond within a certain period of time, then the city crews or a contract crew goes out there and does a weed abatement. How many of those are being done in an annual basis?
Okay, currently there hasn't been a whole lot. There's only been a few. We've been having compliance, and as you know, we used to have a division called lot clean.
Yep.
We had 14 crews in, between zone 1 and zone 2. So we don't have that anymore. It's just a section within street services. So we try to push for compliance. If need be, there's a special circumstance, we'll get together a crew and we'll take care of it. Whatever cleaning, whether it could be homeless on the lot, vehicles on the lot. There's a lot of different aspects. But normally, under normal circumstances, it's weeds and debris. But for the most part, we get compliance. So we have to have this every year, so we have the ability to do what's needed if needed.
No, I understand we have that, but I was just wondering if you have any numbers on the past couple of years, how many lots went through the whole process and had to be cleaned by the city
Maybe, okay, we did a couple last year. Some were on special circumstances through, we had to go through the process of getting the lots cleaned based on city council nuisance ordinance and stuff. But as far as regular weed abatement ordinance, we haven't done in a couple years. We're short-staffed and we only do it when we have to.
Right.
So, not a lot.
Yeah, I understand years ago it used to be hundreds. Now it's gotten down to just 1 or 2.
Yeah, like I said, we have 14 crews. Now we just have a few employees that actually do it. But we can, if need be, we can put a crew together to do whatever's needed.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Quick question. I know for April 22nd, which is a Wednesday at 10 a.m., we have a Public Works hearing related to this. What can we expect on that day?
Okay, I'll come here with the same thing if anybody's got any questions or if anybody wants to dispute a cleaning, which we haven't had. We'll do that, and you guys just basically look into it. I think that's with the city council. No, it's with the board. You guys vote on it, then we go further to the next hearing. So it's just a series of hearings,
So a couple opportunities for the public?
Yes, for the public to see what we're doing.
Okay, understood. Look forward to seeing you there. Commissioners, any other questions or comments on number 10? Seeing none, is there a first and a second?
So second.
First by Commissioner Mitchell, seconded by President Pro Tem Grant.
Thank you, President Kang. We'll tabulate the votes for item 10. Starting
Aye.
with you, President.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you.
all ayes. This item is adopted and will move forward forthwith.
Thank you very much. Ms. Reyes, I believe that concludes our voting items for today.
Yes, it does.
Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us today. Our next Board of Public Works meeting will be on Monday, March 23rd, and we'll also be celebrating Women's History Month next Monday morning at 10 a.m. here at our Public Works hearing room. So with that, we will adjourn today's meeting. The time now is 10:15 a.m., 11:15 a.m.